Alright, so this video will go over how to do the linear scatter plot homework, which is in Google Classroom over here. When you first open it, you need to open the file, and it should automatically make you a copy. It's basically from here, page 61 in the textbook. What it is, the first slide, there's nothing to do. It's just sort of explaining it. But each one, there's 4 problems. Each one has a scatter plot, and that we need to do in Desmos. Okay, so there's a slide for each one over here. And then, so for this one, we need to take this table and type it into Desmos. So what I'm going to do is open a new tab. I'm keeping that tab open, but I'm going to open Desmos Graphing Calculator. And I'll keep it open here. And what I'm going to do is in Desmos, go plus and add table. And this is where I'll type in those numbers. 1, 6, 11, 13, 16, 6, 27, 50. All right. So we type those in, but you're not going to see them, and we don't need the other part for right now. Let's go back to here. So we type those in, and we got this, and then what we need to do, we don't see the graph. So we need to change the settings over here. And that's over here in settings. You need to change it from, let's say 0 to 20. Our biggest X was 16, but we'll go bigger. The problem is our Y values in the table went up to 70. Our biggest Y value in the table is 70, so I'll go about 80. That should solve it. Whoops. Get my screen back. Reset. That's up here in the graph settings. Find that and change the XY up there in graph settings. So there's our graph. Now, one last thing we need to do with this, we need to put the actual equation. All right, so we want the actual equation here. The way we're going to do that, we're going to estimate what the slope should be. The slope should be between any 2 points, and it looks like there you go up about 2 steps, but notice this is counting by tens. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. So when I go 2 steps, I'm actually counting up by 20 and across here by about 2.5. So that would be our slope. Our slope would be about 20 over 2.5. Rise 20, run 2.5. You can estimate the slope, or you can count it directly between these 2 points, but we're estimating. So over here, we're going to type in y equals 20 over 2.5 x. And it's a little bit steep, so 20 might be too much. Let's back it down to 19, 18, 17, 15. Yeah, so our slope was a little bit steep, so maybe I was off a little bit. If we go down to 12 or 10, well, we're off by quite a bit there. There we go. That's a little bit better. 10, 12. That will sort of give us a good enough slope. Okay. Yes, we didn't really have to estimate it that way, but that's one way to do it. Once you got all that, you're going to do a screenshot of this. And paste it in here. So instead of this thing, you're going to take this out, take that out, paste it, resize it, and put it like that. Now, what does this actually mean? So now we've inserted in there. It says the slope represents, what it represents is rise and run, or y and x. But in terms of our stuff, for ours, is calories per minute. Calories burned. Okay, because it's a change in y over the change in x. So calories burned and minutes. And then we can do that. We can change the color here. Put it in bold. Put a different font. Increase the size. It's because it's calories in minutes, so it's calories burned per minute. So that's what the slope represents for this problem. All right. So that's what you want to do for all of these. You want to insert the image with the new table, and it will look like this when you're done. So when you present, that's how your final slide should look. All right. So all of them should be about the same. The last one, I'll give you a hint. The last one does not look like a straight line at all. So you won't be able to find a straight line through it. But go ahead and graph the last one, even though it won't be a straight line. All right, save that and submit it, and I'll see you in class.